welcome to my channel. I am Darika, and you already know what we're doing today if you saw the thumbnail. So let me go ahead and give you a glimpse of these jeans. Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Nation, stand up. So this is what we're doing today, y'all. DTF and rhinestones. So if you are a return subscriber, you already know what to do. But if you are new, I pray that you'll stick around and join us. Kick off your shoes, relax your feet, and get comfortable, because you all are always welcome here. Without further ado, let's get started. Let's go. Okay, y'all, so this is the pair of jeans that we're going to use. Pair of jeans from Walmart, Time and True, right there. That's the pair of jeans we're going to use from Walmart. I think they were like $19.99 or something like that. And so the first thing I did was I cut out some squares, some paper. I kind of lettered some squares as to where I wanted the letters to be on my jeans. As you can see, let's turn them over. And so I had Dallas on this side, so I had a D right here, and I put an A like that, and I'm going to slant them once I and kind of organize them once I actually put the letters on here. But yeah, that's a D, the A, the L, another L, that's sideways, A, and it is. So I kind of cut out some squares first to kind of see how wide and how long I wanted each letter, because as you know, the top of the pants are bigger. You have a wider area than the bottom. So you're going to have to cut your letters according to size. I mean, that's what I did. And let's go ahead and do the other side while we're at it. So that's the C, the O, the W, the B, the O, the Y, and the S right there. And again, I'm going to, once I get the actual DTF letters on, I'm going to kind of slant them and kind of, you know, get a little system going on to where they're not all straight in a row. And that's what I did to kind of get an idea of how big I wanted each letter. And so the D, I can show you right here. If you can look at that, you can see that I wrote the sizes down like 5 by, the height is 5.2 and the width is 6. And so that's how big I'm going to make my square when I go to Corel Draw to design, to put the D in. I'm make a square this size, and I'm put the D just as big as the square is, if that makes sense. And I measure my other letters as well. So they were just plain squares at first, and then I kind of cut them down or adjust them, the square to the size I wanted, and then I measured the square with this ruler right here. So I did the width, that's about 4 inches wide, and then I did the height, about 3.8 inches in height, And I wrote what size I wanted it on the piece of paper. So when I go to Corel Draw, I'm going to take these pieces of paper with me. And that's how I size my letters. And I'll go to Corel Draw just to give y'all an idea of how I did it. Okay, y'all, so we're over here in Corel Draw, and I am going to give you just a little quick preview of what I did. It won't be a full tutorial, but just a little bit. Okay, so these are the letters that I used to make the word cowboys, and the way I measured the letters in Corel Draw was the same way I used some little square pieces of paper I cut out on the jeans. So let's just say, since I had a W right here in front of me, I made a rectangle with the rectangle tool. I drew a rectangle, and I'm just gonna make it maybe yellow. And then, since the size of the W was a 4.9 wide and 4.2 in height, I just went to the top and I made the width 4.9, the height 4.2, and it went down to that size, the same size that was on the pants when I measured it. And so now the C, let me make a copy of this C right here. Just drag it and right click it and make a copy for you. And the C, no, it wasn't the C, I'm sorry. Control Z, it was a W. I just said that. Let me get rid of that C because it was a W. So let me make a copy of the W right there. And I just made whatever letter that I was using, I just made it the size of that square that I had cut out. And so you can see right here that W covers the square. And you just make it as wide as the square, just, to make it fit inside the square you cut out. So that way it'll fit on your jeans when you go to press your DTF print on there. So this was the DTF print. And once I had this, I just went ahead and did the rhinestone portion. So I would go over here to the rhinestone wizard panel, and my island field, I put my islands at 2, and then I hit island field. And I'm using SS10 stones, and it's already set for that. And that's what I did there. But I didn't worry about what size it was with the rhinestones added. I just let it be. I just made the square the size of the paper, and then I added the rhinestone portion to it. And then you can move that out the way. You can put this on one page by itself with the other letters included, and then you can put all your rhinestone files by themselves and cut them out. And once I did that, I went to I made this SVG first on a page by itself with all the rhinestones separate and all the DTF portions separate. And then I saved it as a SVG, and I took it to I can't think. I took it over here to Caesar Romeo, and these were the stars that I made as well to put on the jeans afterwards, and I made those over in Corel Draw as well, but I'm not gonna go through that portion right now. But yeah, that's basically what I did. And cancel that. So now let's get back to it, y'all. Okay, so for now we're just gonna brush in our rhinestones, and I do have black rhinestone flock and I have pink rhinestone flock, and you'll see that I use both because I messed up the letter L on one of them, and also on my Cowboys design I had to end up using black flock as well. Something happened with my cutter, and I ended up having to, and I ran out the black, then I started using pink. Catch my drift. But anyway, we're going to brush these rhinestones in, and I put this on a cutting mat from the Dollar Tree. That's what this little clear plastic thing is. It came from the Dollar Tree, and this is the pack. So, well, $1.25 tree. So you'll get 2 for $1.25, and this is what I use. And if you put your template on these, you can reuse them over and over again, and you can just store them just like this. So I'm just gonna brush in these rhinestones, and I'll do one on the camera, and then I'll just do the rest off camera because it's gonna get real boring. So this is what we're gonna do right here. And this is Crystal AB. I'm just gonna use Crystal AB all the way through. And I do have other colors, but this is the color I'm going to choose to use. So let's go. So you pour way more than you need onto your template to brush them in, and you can just put them back in a jar. They go in easier that way. So you just fill them up to where you need them. Fill in every hole. And once you think you've completely covered all of your holes, then you just brush the excess off. Like so, like that. And then I see right here that I have a blue. I don't know how I got the blue in there, but let's get that out of there and replace it with a Crystal AB stone like that. And you just look around and make sure that all your holes are full. And I see an empty hole right here, so I'm going to replace that with a rhinestone. And this is just a wax pen that I got off Amazon. And that's how you can replace the stones that need filling and fill up the holes that are empty, that didn't get brushed in with a rhinestone. And that's another one right there. And you just kind of look around to make sure all your holes are full, and that no rhinestones are just sitting there overlapping. And it looks like I got all my holes full, but sometimes I still think I have them full. And then when I go to put my masking tape on to pick them up, then I have a problem. So I'm just gonna pour these out because I need a tray. So I'm just gonna brush these into my little tray right here. Slide this out the way. Like that. And pick them up. Like that. And then I'm not going to use this L. I did make another L on the front. That's the L I'm going to use, as I could have went ahead and brushed that in as well before I picked up the excess rhinestones. But I'm not going to use that one, guys. I'm going to use the one on the other side of this. And so this is my roll of masking tape, or whatever kind of tape you want to call it. I just call it masking tape. Different people call it different things. But I got this from it's to pick up your rhinestones, and I got this from Heat Transfer Warehouse. And I forgot how much the roll was, but I will link it below in the description. I want to say it was like $30 maybe. I'm not sure, but I'll link it below in the description. And I also link this block below in the description. And so I'm just going to peel it off. This backing like that, and then I'm going to fold it like a taco. I hope I got enough. Alright, so we're going to fold it like a taco, guys. Fold it like that. And because once you stick it to a rhinestone, you have to commit, or you will have to brush these out and do it all over again. And I had enough. You can measure it if you want to. I never measure it, so you can avoid wasting it like you're supposed to do. and I didn't. And I'm just gonna kind of rub it to get my rhinestones to stick as best as they can. And then I'm just gonna pick it up. Like that. Then one of them didn't stick right there, so you just put your paper back down, your tape back down, and make it stick to it and pick it up. Alright, and so that is all the rhinestones, all of those stuck, and that's what we have on the D. So the rest of them, I'm going to brush them in off camera, and I'll be back, guys, and then we'll go to the heat press. Okay, so we finished cutting out our rhinestone designs, and so now I'm just going to cut out our DTF prints for the rhinestone designs to go around. And of course, y'all, I made a mistake. I printed the wrong sheet of DTF prints. I should have printed the ones with the stars inside the S's. I mean inside the white letters like the S, the A, and the L, but somehow I printed the wrong one. And I am not going to go reprint it and repowder it and do all that stuff again. I'm just going to roll with this one and this one, even though they should be identical with stars on the inside. But they're my jeans and I'm not going to worry about it. So let's go ahead and cut these out. As y'all can see here, we have all of our DTF prints and our rhinestone letters laid out. We are done with all of that. So now let's go to the heat press and get to pressing them on our jeans. So here we are over here at the heat press, and the first thing I am going to do is put my pressing pillow on the inside of this, and then we're going to press our first letter on this side, which is let's see how I want it. Hold on, y'all, let me pick them up for a minute. And again, I'm gonna get my pressing pillow, and I'm going to stick it on the inside of these. I wish I knew where my other pressing pillow was, the long one that'll just fit on the inside of here, but I don't, so we're gonna have to use this one. And the pressing pillow is just to give it even pressure so it'll stick better. So, and I'm gonna try to get this button, the button over the edge of the heat press like that. And slide this pillow down a little bit more. Alright, so we're going to put this D right here, and my heat press is on 310 degrees, and I'm going to press this for 15 seconds. And I also need a Teflon sheet. Hold on, let me grab that. My Teflon sheet, and I got these off of Amazon. So I'm just gonna lay this on top, and then I'm gonna slide this in, and I'm gonna press again, y'all, for 15 seconds. Hold on, something wrong with my pressure. What's going on? Let me loosen it up some. I might have too much pressure. So let me try again. There we go. So 15 seconds, y'all. Alright, so that has pressed right there. And we're just going to let that cool. And we're going to move on to the other side. While that cools, we're going to go to this side and do the C. And maybe I'll turn it this way this time. Like that. Alright, so let's get our C while this cools. And drop that off the heat press some. And we're going to put the C right there. And I'm going to assume that this is a good placement. So I'm not going to measure it again. I'm just going to start here, y'all, and hope it works out for me, because I don't feel like doing all that. But again, you can, let me show you, you can put your letters on here again one more time and place them where you want to place them and take them down if you want to. But I'm just going to do it like this. I'm not going to put them on again like I did the other side. It's your preference. So make sure this button is not under here again. And I'm going to go for 15 seconds. Okay. I hope that pressed well, like so. I'm just going to rub it like that. And then, now that we've done that side, we're going to check and see if this side is ready, y'all. Let's see. Let me start at the top. Sometimes you got to pick a spot you want to peel from, because sometimes it don't be acting right. And it looks like I may have to press again because it's still not. Oh, there we go. Okay, we can peel it from that side. Sometimes you just got to pick a side to see where it'll let you peel from. So there we go with that first one. And now what we're going to do is, this pillow is basically just needed for the top, y'all. For that top press, because it's so thick at the top. So now, since we're not at the top anymore, and this bottom part is kind of flat, we can go ahead and put the O on. Alright, so this is our O. And you just want to make sure, and I'm gonna slant it like that. You can put them however you want to, that's your preference. But just make sure you have enough room in between the D and the O for your rhinestones to go. And why y'all finna let me misspell that? That O do not go right there. It's an A. It's an A, y'all. It's an A. I'm about to mess up. And I'm blaming on y'all, even though y'all not even on camera to see what I'm doing. Okay, so this is our A right here, and I'm just gonna kind of slant it. The main thing is you want to make sure that you got enough room for your rhinestones to go around. So I'm gonna put that A like that, just to kind of give it some kind of design instead of going straight up and down. So I'm gonna cover that, and we're gonna press the A. 15 seconds. So we're gonna see how it turns out. So got that A on there. And notice I'm going to keep alternating sides while the other side is cooling, guys. And so let's see if this seat is ready to be peeled off. And again, I say you got to keep trying to find sides, because some sides won't let you peel right now. It might make you wait, but some will. And you're going to press it again anyway, so you're not really worried about it coming up a little bit. So that side did let me peel it. So that's the C. You can already see we're going to have to press this A again because it's coming up. I need more pressure because we're down at the bottom, and I had lightened my pressure for the top part. So let me tighten my pressure back up for this bottom part, because that A did not get enough pressure. If I had left the pillow in there, it would have been okay, but I don't like that pillow unless I'm at the top. So let's press it again. 15 seconds. Alright, so we're gonna let that cool. Now let's go back to this other side, and we're going to add our O. Now it's time for the O. Alright, and we're just gonna, maybe we'll go this way. Again, leave enough room so your rhinestones can go around there, guys. And so I'll put the O right there, and we're gonna press this side. Alright, so we got that O on there, right there. We gotta let that cool, and let's check on it. Y'all, it's still coming up, so I can tell already it's not enough pressure. I probably should have left that pillow in there just for this little top part right here. But I'm gonna press it again without the pillow, just because I don't feel like putting the pillow in there. But if it don't stay down this time, we will go back to using the pressing pillow. I'm tightening my pressure up some more. Alright. Okay. So hopefully that pressure was tight enough to get that. If not, we'll use our pressing pillow. Alright. I might have to use the pressing pillow, y'all. I might have to use that because that O is still not staying down. I see. So let's check this A. Okay, we can pull it from the bottom. And keep in mind, we're all going to have to press this again. So it really doesn't bother me that it doesn't stay down all the way. Alright, so just want to make sure it stays flat at least. Okay, so we're going to press this again. With our Teflon sheet. And again, guys, I should be using that pressing pillow. I should have probably done it for the first 2 letters, but I moved it. And I'm being hard-headed, so let's press it again. Alright. So we got that A. Nah, it's good. Let me get this pressing pillow, y'all, because let me go ahead and get the pressing pillow, because I can just make this go quicker and faster if I would just behave. So let's go ahead and get the pressing pillow, because it will make this process a whole lot easier. Alright, so now we got our pressing pillow. But now we're going to have to lighten our pressure up some because it's going to be too thick now. So, pressing pillow on the inside. Let's go ahead. Still too much pressure. Lighten it up a little bit. There we go. Alright, so now it's on there well, which you know I should have done that at first. And I'm also going to have to move this pressing pillow over, but it's I know, because I'm going to stop being hard-headed and go ahead and get this O on here. I could have been all the way down the leg, but no, your girl want to be hard-headed, okay? So, here we go. Alright. And we're going to let that cool. And we're going to come back over here to this side. So, now we want the L. And we got the A going that way, so we're going to kind of angle this L. Like that, maybe. Yep, we're gonna angle it like that, and then we're gonna tighten our pressure back since we're done with the top on this side, and we're gonna try this again. All right. So that L is pressed, and we're going to let that cool, and then we're going to come back to this side and try to take this off. Let's see, with one side, let it come up. Why is O being difficult, y'all? Why the O being difficult? That O ain't trying to come up. Okay, so we're going to have to press this O again. And make sure my pillow is flat for one. Kind of sticking up still. There could be a reason what's preventing the O from pressing already. So, we're going to have to tighten that pressure back up probably. Again, so it's just a play with the pressure game when you pressing these pans, because you know all this is kind of thick and it's blocking you from getting uneven pressure. So that's too thick, so we're gonna lighten it up some. Just turn till it gets where you need it to be. Still too tight. I'm gonna have to untighten it some more. Let's try this. All right. There we go. Alright. So, now we gotta let that cool again, y'all. So, we're gonna just go on back over here to this side. Alright. Let's see if our L ready. Yep, the L is ready. So, we're going to add another L. And we're just gonna angle it to that side because we already got one going to the other side. And while we add it, let's see if we can sneak these other letters up in here. So that one is slanted that way, so this S needs to go this way. Let's cut some of that off because I don't want no problems. I'm just going to cut that part off because it's overlapping. And I don't want no issues. I think we should be good right there. So I'm going to press all this at one time. All that at one time and see if I can get away with it. But I need another Teflon sheet to cover that top part. This one old and raggedy, but I do. So I'm going to get rid of that one. And I'm going to use this long one. And alright, so we got that done. And now that's the whole side of the Dallas side right there. And so now we're gonna see what this O looking like. That O want to be difficult. There we go. There go the O. And we're going to just press that O again while this Teflon pillow is still in there to make sure it's fully secured. Oh, that's too tight. It's too tight. Alright, so now that O should be good and secured. Okay. Alright, so now let's see. We add the W. And since that O is going that way, I'm just going to turn the W kind of like that. Maybe. Yeah, kind of like that. And bring it over some. And I would do the B, but I don't think the B is gonna fit, but we can try it. Let's see. Yeah, the B may fit. It'll fit. Just bring this up some. So I'm gonna cut some of this off this W so I don't have no issues. And there's a little, I got some stars inside this B, but it's okay. I'm not going to cut them off when I was designing. And we just going to do that B. Like that. Oh, what is this? Okay. So gonna take this B, we're gonna press these together. More pressure, more pressure. Give me some more pressure. Okay, so now that we're gonna wait on those to cool, and we're going to come back over here and check on this L, A, and S. Alright, so that's cool. And that's cool. And we may have to press this. Oh, there we go. That's the S. Okay. So now we're going to press these again so we can make sure that they're nice and secure. Okay, those should be good now. So again, you want to just press them all the way through as you normally would if you were making a shirt or some pants for yourself. You want to go through the whole DTF process. Okay. Alright, so let's check on these. Alright. So the W is good. Let's check the B. And the B is not good because we don't have no way to pull it up right now. So again, we're going to apply some more pressure. Actually, we're going to add the O while we're doing this anyway. So let's go ahead and add the O. So while we're doing that, we can go ahead and do these as well. And I might be able to add the Y. Just want to make sure the Y doesn't get caught in that old plastic film. So I'm going to cut that edge off because I don't want those issues. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and add the Y right there. Again, make sure you leave enough space for your rhinestones. Alright, so that is the Y. So I'm going to tighten up this pressure some more. Then you're going to go ahead and add this S at the end. Even though the other one hasn't cooled yet, but it's down, so I can still go ahead and add it. And 15, okay. And now we're gonna let all this cool together. Let it cool. For a few minutes. Let's cool. Not a few minutes, but a few seconds, because I ain't got all day for this. Daughter came in. I don't know where I stopped at, so let's start back recording. So I took the O, the film off the O. So let's go to the Y. Okay. The Y is done. Now let's check the S. And the S, and we're going to press it again. Alright, so here we have it. We're done pressing the whole Dallas Cowboys DTF prints on. So now let's grab our rhinestones and we will put those on, guys. Okay guys, so now we're going to put our rhinestones on, and I do have a pressing pillow inside of here just for the top two letters, okay? So okay, so here's our D, and I left it at the same temperature, 310 degrees, For 15, got the D. And we got that A. It's our pressing pillow, and we're going to make sure you cover up your old DTF prints because you don't want the heat to touch those. Put a Teflon sheet over those as well. And I gotta lighten my pressure up because it's too tight. It's still too tight. Because we're at the top and we got this pressing pillow. Alright, so now we're going to go back to our other side. And this W should be cool. Take that film off. And this Y should be cool. Let's take that off. And let's do the B. Alright, so let's press this for 15 seconds. And we're going to let that cool. And we're going to come back to our other side. Ouch, I just burnt myself. And this L should be cool. And I still didn't get all the stuff off the top, but it's good. Alright, so we got that off the L. And now let's take this off the A. Alright, and the next thing we're going to do is wait on this to get cool on this side. Let's Still feel a little bit warm, but let me see. Okay, we good. Take that off of that side. And the next thing we're gonna do, we're all done with that. All done putting the rhinestones on. And the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add some stars going around the edges and in between the letters. We're gonna add some more bling to it. And we're gonna fix these little spots that the rhinestones, that I should have added more pressure, that the rhinestones didn't stick on. They came off on the film. And let's do that part, y'all. I have the stars right here. I made some stars like this, a rhinestone template with some, and I brushed some sapphire AB rhinestones in a star template I had. And I'm just going to go ahead and put these in various places around these jeans. Alright, so I will give y'all one last glimpse at these jeans. Right there, right there, right there. And I don't know if this ring light are doing them any justice. But yeah, one last glimpse for you. One last glimpse for you. I wish y'all could see these in person, because I don't think the camera, the ring light, none of this is doing these any justice. But it is what it is. They bling, y'all. They are so cute. Okay, fam, so we come to the end of the video, and I hope that I was helpful in showing you how to make these jeans on your own. I hope that you found it informative, and if you like what you saw today, and if you haven't subscribed already, please take a moment and hit that subscribe button. And for everybody, I want to leave you with this. There is no goal that you set for yourself that is not attainable. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. What I want you to do is speak it, claim it, believe it, and then receive it. Keep the faith. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.